Welcome to this lesson inspired by Neville Goddard's timeless teachings. This is from his book, The Law and the Promise, chapter called Mood. Today, we explore a truth often overlooked in our modern world. Your mood creates your reality. This isn't poetry or philosophy. It's the spiritual mechanics of creation. Let's explore how imagination, when fused with feeling, becomes the force behind every miracle. In a world that worships logic, timing, and external effort, we rarely pause to consider the invisible force that shapes every experience we have, our mood. Not the fleeting emotions of passing moments, but the deeper atmosphere of being that we carry within, often unconsciously, day after day. We've been conditioned to believe that moods are the result of events. We're happy because we've succeeded. We're anxious because something went wrong. But what if the reverse is also true? What if success happens because we've assumed the mood of happiness? What if the external only shifts when the internal first changes? This is the core of Neville Goddard's mystical philosophy. He teaches that mood is cause, not effect, that our deepest feelings are not passive responses, but active creators of our reality. Imagination, when fused with feeling, becomes the womb of all manifestation. To illustrate this, Neville shares stories not of mystics or saints, but of ordinary people who tapped into this extraordinary law. One woman, unemployed and in her 50s, facing what many would call hopeless circumstances, began a simple nighttime ritual. She would fall asleep repeating to herself, "Isn't it wonderful? Something marvelous is happening to me now. Not tomorrow, not someday. Now." She didn't know how her situation would change. She simply assumed the feeling that it already had. Within weeks, a casual encounter led to a financial miracle. A friend from her past, now wealthy, sent her a generous gift. That gift became a steady stream of monthly support, enough not only to meet her needs, but to elevate her entire lifestyle. She didn't figure it out. She felt her way into a new reality. Another woman faced a different crisis. Her daughter was in financial distress and needed thousands of dollars she didn't have. Instead of panicking, the mother and daughter agreed to do one thing: imagine money flowing toward them from every direction, with joy and ease. Within days, a 91-year-old relative, unaware of their need, suddenly gifted them the exact amount, along with additional funds for the daughter's children and the woman herself. These stories might seem like coincidence to the analytical mind, but to those who understand the laws of consciousness, they're proof of a higher principle in action. The truth is simple but profound. Whatever you feel yourself to be, you will become. And whatever you feel about another, they will mirror back to you. That's the silent power of assumption. This isn't about wishful thinking or forced positivity. It's about entering the mood of the desired state and allowing it to soak into your subconscious. Neville often repeated that feeling is the secret. It's not enough to visualize a better life. You must feel that it is already yours. Even physical transformations can follow this law. A mother once played a simple game with her son, who had several painful warts. She offered to buy them from him, saying they no longer belonged to him. He accepted this playfully, but with belief, and within a month the warts vanished. Why? Because the mood of belief had taken root, and the body responded accordingly. Neville's message is not one of passive faith. It is a call to radical responsibility. We are not at the mercy of circumstances. We are creators, whether we know it or not. And the tool we use is mood, that subtle, energetic alignment between imagination and emotion. Most people wait for their life to change so they can feel better. But the mystical path reverses this. We feel better first and let life catch up. This shift begins with one question: how would I feel if it were already true? Would I walk taller, breathe easier, smile more? Would I expect miracles instead of fearing problems? Whatever that mood is, assume it. Live inside it. Let it become your inner atmosphere. Because your mood is the seed, and your life is the harvest. When we finally understand this, we no longer beg for change, we become it. And so, we are reminded, the greatest miracles often begin not with action, but with assumption, not with striving, but with feeling, and not with the world changing us, but with us changing the state through which we see the world. In the end, life is not something that happens to us. Life is something that reflects what we are being. So the question becomes, what mood are you living in? And what reality is it quietly calling into form?